Hey everybody, Queen D. Michelle here, your New Earth representative. Thank you for stopping by Sip and Share Wednesdays, where for a few minutes, I, and maybe you, will sip. And I'll do a little sharing. And I'll wrap it in a whole lot of love. The theme for season 2 is planting seeds and watering plants for New Earth living. Today's episode is entitled Aspects of Well-Being, the social aspect. Okay, I gotta stop. Off script here for just a minute. Listen, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, I cannot pronounce the word social properly. So it's out there throughout this. I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. Here's the disclaimer. Don't laugh at me. I laugh at myself enough. All right, so back into script. As you know, I'll be pulling heavily from my book, The Road to Well-Being. And it is part of a curriculum of materials for my 2-day masterclass, Living and Inhabiting New Earth Now. And it's part 5 of a 6-part series. As you well know by now, and you can probably tell me that there are 6 aspects to well-being. You can name them, I'm sure. That make up the totality of your well-being, right? And they are spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, social, and financial. Aspects can be healthy or unhealthy. Now, if you are balanced and have your aspects across the board are healthy, you are enjoying life. I know you are. You are happy, productive, you're probably blissful, right? Now, if you have any aspects that are out of balance, not healthy, chances are that you are probably in a pattern of being stuck, feeling in a rut, and maybe not so happy, maybe not so productive, and probably repeating some of those same old habits or patterns of beingness, right? Now look, there are no tests, there's no test or checklist to surmise whether or not an aspect is healthy or unhealthy. However, there are some general prominent characteristics that you can observe in each category. A healthy social aspect speaks to our ability to connect with people that's outside our family bubble. Being involved in hobbies, causes, social groups, and fraternal organizations and community activities is quite rewarding and telling. Socially healthy people are giving of their time, talents, and gifts. However, they're not so giving to the extent that it stresses them out. They uphold their commitments. Those commitments mean more to them than an abundance of memberships all over the place. They understand that quality is more important than quantity. There's a song that says, "People make the world go round." Our very survival depends on our connectedness to each other. Socially healthy people understand the importance of connectedness. A person with an unhealthy social life or aspect is rather easy to spot because they tend to bring their issues, meaning that they have some unhealthy aspects with them into social settings. Now, the list of characteristics of people who are harboring an unhealthy social aspect is extensive. There's the overextenders, the title grabbers, the predators, the naysayers, the gossipers, narcissists, and that's just to name a few. Oh, and let's not forget the ones that play victim. In any social setting, one can easily spot these individuals. They are the ones stirring up trouble and causing dissension throughout the groups with whom they're involved. These people tend to be unhappy, and misery loves company, right? They like to start cliques and practice exclusion rather than inclusion. Most are materialistic and care more about how things or people look rather than making authentic connections. With these people, much is for show. They do good work, but for all the wrong reasons. There are hidden agendas and ulterior motives behind every move that they make. Connection is not their ultimate goal. Selfishness is generally what drives them. An unhealthy, unbalanced social aspect often weakens the other aspects, especially putting stress on the emotional aspect. Now, it's time to grade yourself on your social aspect. If you haven't graded prior weeks, hey, listen, you got what? 4 weeks to go back and take a look at and grade. We got one more next week, and then comes the season finale. Okay, where I will give you a practice that will help you to balance or your aspects across the board. Okay, now go ahead, take a minute, grade yourself on your social aspect. Now put your report card away until next week, where I will go over the final aspect that make up the 6, and that's financial. So I'll see you next week. And until then, remember, be mindful of where you put your focus, because where your focus goes, your energy flows. And as always, one light, one love. See you next week.